Welcome. In the previous part, we spent some time on Uruk 5 getting ourselves a navigator. But now, it's time for us to head over to Rakad Minoris. We've got 3 quests here. Machine, Spirit Keeper, New Blood, land on Rakad Minoris, of course. Let's go! Oh, well, Captain, there is some commotion on the officer's deck. The Lady Navigator has left her quarters and is currently in the wardroom, where uninitiated crew members are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out what has brought Cassia to the deck. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we should do that. Oh, this is a turn-up. Hello.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
I see you are fond of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing. Uruk 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
The events that took place on Uruk 5 must have shaken you greatly. Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
Very well. I hope that you have had ample time to calm yourself and your powers.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting.
Your only attendant is your valet from Uruk 5. Do my servants not measure up to your standards?
No, it is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences.
Oh. I passed a perception check. Okay, Cassia cringes ever so slightly, adjusts the adornment on her forehead, then awkwardly hides her clawed fingers in the folds of her cloth. The unnatural appearance of navigators often becomes the topic of gossip among lowly servants and officers alike. It is unsurprising then that Cassia prefers the company of one who is used to how she looks.
Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying. You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I. I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
Yeah, you have nothing to apologize for. Human emotions are natural, be they good or bad, and it is just as natural to share them with others.
Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Uruk 5. So, why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here?
On your heart, yeah.
At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but... my delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
I understand what you are going through. My own life was turned upside down not too long ago.
Indeed. I did not know. That is to say, I could not have known, as it is the first time we are speaking in a circumstance so... private. My word, when I found this place, it was so full of officers. Why did they all leave?
Well, we'll be honest here. Perhaps my people did not wish to disturb you.
Or because my presence offends them. Then I must take my leave as well. I am due to inspect the Sanctum Navis after the communion ritual and prepare the chamber for the upcoming warp jump. Thank you for your company.
No, not at all. She's interesting, I like her. Right, anyway, where are we? How do I get back to... Can't I just fast travel back to where I need to be? Yes. Back to the bridge. Come on then. Like we've loaded the bridge before. It should be fairly quick. Should. Boom, boom. There we are. Yes, people. Yes. Right. Let us make our way. Eventually. There we go. Yes, we had to stop midway. Right. Anyway, maybe we'll get there this time. Nope. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Members of a secret court operating aboard the ship have requested an audience. They wish to present gifts and introduce themselves to their new captain. I am ready to receive them. I will commence preparations at once, Lord Captain. Alright, back we go. Didn't even make my way there. Didn't get there. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my. Oh! Someone needs to clean that up. I've seen enough. I would have expected my guys to be sitting around the table, though. Okay, those on deck watching oars, the final figure moves gracefully into a ceremonial pose. Some of the officers whisper in excitement while others murmur prayers to the God Emperor.
The Undying Emperor commanded us to spin a web of blood around his children, and we obeyed. We obey still. Domin von Valancius, death has whispered your name. We disown Domin Theodora. We renounce our oath to her. And now we give the gift of our blood to you. It is the gift of death. death has whispered your name. The followers of the tenets of the web swear fealty to their new overlord and offer proof of their devotion.
Quite the day, isn't it?
We give you a blade, the silent verdict. The Undying One has chosen you to wield this instrument of death. We give you one of our own, Kibella. She will be your shield and shadow. And we give you the blood of these traitors. The tenets of the web will purify their souls.
Oh. Lord Imperium tests succeed. You've heard many stories about death cults such as this one. These devoted, holy assassins of the Imperium have turned death into a form of worship of the Emperor. They are exemplary slayers, invisible executioners, and the scourge of traitors, heretics, and fallen souls. Many righteous people honor them as votaires of the faith, while others see their fearsome rituals as frenzied spectacles touched by madness. Interesting. So a death cult watches over my crew, they who honor the Emperor through killing, who devote their every deed to serving him, sacred executioners.
The Domin has discerned our essence. This is a great honor for the blood-spun web. We have woven the bays of this ship together with the threads of our faith for many years. We keep the greatest relic, his tarot, through which he sends us his blessed revelations. We obey the whispers of the Undying One. This is our service to him. This is our service to you.
Okay. A ringing sound fills your ears, deafening the noise of the world around you. Time goes still. A voice whispers seductively in the back of your mind. How interesting. Devout assassins who believe themselves to be the instruments of a higher power. They revel in violence and cannot tell the difference between bloodthirst and piety. They follow their faith blindly, unaware of how closely they tread to corruption and depravity. Look at them. They stand on the edge of a precipice. The smallest push will send them plummeting into the abyss. You could be their downfall. All you have to do is push. Tell me about yourself. Are you the leader of the blood-spun web, or its herald, or its servant?
I am the second spinner of the blood-spun web. The honor of this title is bestowed only upon those who have ushered more souls than... It is shameful to speak of one's own deeds. I'm here to become your shadow, not to make boasts.
Why have you brought this rabble to the upper decks?
So you may offer the souls of these traitors as a gift to him. You have the authority to order their execution. Their blood will bind us together through him. For the God Emperor, the Undying One is death itself. The Undying One is duty itself. Give the order, Domin. Let a spinner of the blood-spun web undergo the test of a sacred trial.
I will judge the traitors myself.
Then, I will tell you of the treacherous blood that runs through their veins.
Hopefully they're innocent. Hopefully. These wretched apostates were caught trying to sabotage the reactor. They are guilty of treason. I swear we are not theft of weapons, sabotage, and the deaths of the crew in Bay AL-82. Do you have proof of these charges, or are such claims the result of cultic revelations? With all due respect, it is difficult to discern the truth of these accusations without evidence. Divine visions and dark portents may be reason enough for you to shed blood, but not everyone here shares your perspective. I agree. Enough, Heinrich. The Lord Captain will decide the truth of these claims for himself. Yes, but I'm inclined to listen to that point. What about the prisoners you killed during the procession? Did you feel entitled to stand in judgment over them? Those scoundrels aided the traitor, and were caught carrying weapons. Their guilt and sentence were certain. They avoided immediate execution only so that the blood of the wicked could flow in a scarlet trail that led the bloodsome web to your glorious halls. What did the accused have to say in their defense? Have mercy. We're just technical tunnel workers. We were told to block the ventilation shaft leading into the reactor room. Fume leakage, supposedly. We didn't know we were doing anything wrong. We were just following orders. And as to why we were holding weapons, that was, well, you know. She's lying. They smeared blood on themselves and crawled out of the tunnel wailing, "Oh no, the ship's been attacked. There are enemies everywhere. Defend the bay." We rushed off to investigate, and they used their cutters to break into the weapon storage at our guard station. They stole guns and headed straight for the reactor room. Bone and sinew revealed your hubris. You abandoned vigilance for the promise of glory. You did not give weapons to the traitors, but you left your post to seek a hero's path. Though you did not act with treasonous intent, you are complicit nonetheless. I'm going with this. The officer and his subordinates are to be demoted without the right to reinstatement. What should be done with the rest of the prisoners, Lord Captain? I shall spare the lives of the workers, for their guilt is unproven. Let them labor on the ship, but under the supervision of the enforcers. My people will see to it that this scum never again fails the dynasty in either word or deed. The Lord Captain has spoken. Take them away. I could not honor you by ushering the souls of those traitors to the other side. This troubles me, for I wish to serve you as the sword serves its master. Will you make me your shield and shadow Dominseth? Your lordship. The spinners of the blood-spun web were watching, tracking, and killing von Valancius's enemies long before the warrant of trade passed to Lady Theodora. However, their blade has also been known to cut short the lives of highly upstanding persons. But I certainly do not in any way condemn the deeds of the deeply esteemed cult. I am sure they must have good reason. The cultists are the scourge of the seditious. They bring the unrighteous to ruin. The enforcers respect the blood-spun web, but we share a common goal, to bring his light and his harsh justice to the darkest depths of this ship. Scourge of the seditious or not, folk are afraid of them for a reason. A couple of watches ago, the spinners took a train driver to pieces for some kind of ritual. I don't know what old Malak did to earn that privilege, though, and who's going to feed his family now. But that's a lower decker problem. What matters is that the bloodspun web serves you faithfully, Lord Captain. My predecessor once delivered a sermon about how the spinners saved the vessel from the servants of the arch enemy. The bloodspun web paid the price in blood, a river of scarlet that flooded the decks from bridge to bilge. They became the blood of the flagship, the pulse in its veins, and the beat of its heart. Their great sacrifice earned them the favor of House von Valancius. I wish to hear what my retinue thinks. I have heard, though only at a distance, the prayers the spinners offer up to him. I have seen how their deeds fill the people's hearts with confidence in the inevitability of his wrath. The blood-spun web's loyalty to the Emperor is without question, as is their willingness to lay down their lives in the fight against the arch-enemy. Although Lady Theodora never granted the cult an audience or brought a spinner into her retinue, she respected the blood-spun web and approved of its mission. It is strange. Their shadowy forms are swathed in darkness, yet a radiant light burns within them like scarlet flame. I think it is a good sign. It is rare to see anyone filled with such light, even among servants of the faith. Alright then. You'll be my shadow. Henceforth I am your shadow, Dominseth von Valancius, an instrument of death placed in your hand by the Undying One. For so it was ordained, and so his tarot forspoke. I also come bearing an invitation from the Vizier of the Bloodspun Web. He wishes you to know that the doors to the Undying One's temple are open to you. Oh, are you suggesting the Lord Captain should go down into the depths of his flagship to search for this temple? With all due respect, the lower decks are for servants and crew and boimlers. They are not a fitting place for his lordship. Why is the Vizier not here to deliver the message himself? The first spinner is old, his abode is in the temple beneath the flagship's freight line, and he has not left the lower decks in decades. Even a short journey could sunder the spirit from his ancient body. Where is the temple located? I am not permitted to say. Oh, come on. If you wish to find the temple, you must walk the path of Saint Ariane, the matriarch spider. Hers was the thread that would become the blood-spun web. All right, then. Her path began deep within the flagship in the dark tunnels of the freight line. And that is where yours must begin as well. This journey will bring closer to the thread of the web. Closer to the Undying One. Closer to understanding death. I will not waste my time with foolish riddles. No. I have heard the whisper of the Undying One. He awaits you. He calls to you. Your time will come. Okay. Your blade awaits direction, Dominseth. We'll speak again when the time is right. Alright, we should have a look at that then. We were heading off to wherever, but we should have a look at that. How do I get down into the ship, though? That's the question. If it loads. Believe in 100%. Believe. We did it! Well done, everyone. We did it. We believed hard enough. Oh, Voidship map. Oh, there we go. Rogue Trader's ship is a veritable city sailing through the void. The ship has numerous compartments that you can visit. Navigate these compartments using the map of the ship, which you can access from the main elevator of the bridge, or from any compartment. Okay, so up there. I expected the camera to follow, it did not. Wait, is it up here? Oh. To another compartment! Okay, so freight line, you said. Okay. Freight line we go. Oh, you're with us this time, are you? Okay. The freight line. Need to see about leveling her up then. Ooh, look at that skull. It's kind of cool, they'd say. I do have a pin now, by the way. An Adeptus Mechanicus pin. It's my first bit of 40k merch. Welcome to Freight Hub. Yep. Lord Captain, I am Edok Prenso, Captain of the Enforcers in the lower deck bay. The Master-at-Arms has assigned me to be your liaison the duration of your stay here. Lord Captain, would you like to inspect the control room or to begin your search for the Temple of the Bloodspun Web. Do you know how to reach the Bloodspun Web Temple? I'm sorry, Lord Captain, I do not. No one knows. The cultists are too adept at hiding and keeping their secrets, and it worries me that you might have to walk around the entire compartment looking for the temple. We'll go with why I am here is none of your business, because I asked what I wanted to ask. As you will, Lord Captain. Still out of concern for your safety, I must warn you that you should avoid the farthest sections of the bay. They are ridden with disease, and the locals can be particularly unpleasant to deal with. With the kind of riffraff that dwells here, you might even be attacked. Such ghastly places you describe. We are not headed there, are we, Lord Captain? We are. To put it bluntly, although the bay performs its functions well, even its more civilized sections are sorely lacking in discipline. I was only assigned recently, so I haven't had the time to straighten up everything. Since doing so will require making some serious changes. I am not inventing excuses, Lord Captain. As the officer in charge, I accept full responsibility for what takes place in this compartment. The situation in the bay does not interest me. I am here on business. I have no intention of staying any longer than I need to. Understood, Lord Captain. Be steadfast in your duty, Captain Frenzen. The Emperor protects, Lord Captain. You said my name wrong. I know I said your name wrong. It matters not. Let's see about your leveling up, what we got here. Okay, so. Be smart. Anytime an ability or talent uses the Fellowship bonus, a Voidborn character can use instead the Intelligence bonus if it's higher. Okay. Anytime a Voidborn character scores a critical, there's a 10% chance to double the damage. Ooh. I don't even want to see the rest of that. Boom, we're on that. Agility. Quickness, reflexes, and poise. Weapon skill reflects the character's competence in all forms of close combat. Go with the weapon skill. Okay. Oath of Vengeance. Ooh. Just how it costs 8 wounds. But the Veil of Blades, all creatures within the area of effect within a 1-cell radius. I'm gonna go with this one first, I feel. The Blade Dancer immediately returns to the cell where they started their turn. This movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity. If the Blade Dancer used death from above this turn, the movement repeats all uses of this ability in reverse. Well, I have no idea what that is yet. I guess we'll find out. Go athletics based on how your stuff is described. Okay, so what we got here then? Not much from the looks of it. Come here, okay. Let's head off. I'm assuming we're heading down here. There's loot somewhere. Aha! Boxes! Is there any on the other side then? No, from the looks of it. Okay, so I'm assuming we head down the middle. Is that blood? Let's see, it can't be. We scrubbed the deck 3 times right before the rogue trader came here. Boy, take me, the captain will have our heads. I don't want to hold it to skip it, I just want to get to the next bit of dialogue. Now, is this the welcome you give the rogue trader? Whoever had the audacity to leave behind this appalling symbol, I will see to it that the Master-at-Arms calls them to account herself. Damn those, how did they even... Let's examine the mark. You have seen this sort of symbol before. Death cultists carve bleeding marks like this into their own skin. Ooh. Domin Seth, remember this sign. It is the beginning of your quest, the first blood trial. Do you know what this mark is? It resembles one of the symbols associated with the Bloodspun Web. What was it called again? The Song of Trading Blood? I think it's a prayer familiar to many in this compartment. We've heard spinners say it when they perform their signature acts of service to the Emperor. Okay. The soundless shadows sank into the dark. Slashed feet crescendo a fatal dance. Blade song in tempo, each edge an echo. Twin odes to death throes. Now on her sacred blood, as she once trod the backs of foes. Tread countless souls, but none who know. You memorized the verse? Why? When I took up my post here, I made sure to familiarize myself with all the particular qualities of this compartment. I soon heard about the verse and decided to investigate. I questioned a number of people who followed the blood-spun web as I was trying to figure out if there was anything pernicious about it, and eventually I learned the whole thing. The words are certainly strange, but it's nothing worse than that, it seems. Okay, why would they leave this mark here? Maybe it has something to do with them inviting you to visit the temple. Maybe they're trying to get your attention. She did say this is where it begins. Apologies, Lord Captain, I'm no good at deciphering their disturbing riddles. What is the Song of Trading Blood? From what I can tell, it is something like a prayer with several verses that tell about the life of one of the cult's saints, Ariane, or the matriarch spider, as they call her. In other words, it's an invitation. Yeah, I gathered that, like, from what she said. So I'm invited to follow a trail of blood, it seems. I accept the spinner's invitation. Hope you find what you're looking for, and return to the upper deck safely, Lord Captain. So do I. Okay, well, let's continue then. Here we go. Everything looks good over here. Okay, there was some loot here. Oh, it's loot down, isn't it? That's what's going to be going on there. Where are our guys going? We passed by something that was loot, I think. Saw something get marked. Okay, we're over here now. Hi. How many times do I need to tell you ungrateful maggots mistakes must be paid for? So I want you to go to the next bit of dialogue. Have mercy in the throne's name, I beg you! Now, is there no way to go to the next bit? Your gracious lordship, hand of the god empress, save your unworthy servant. Get lost. My sincerest apologies, Lord Captain. Your boot, I'll clean it right away. Stop. I intend to hear this man out. Your lordship, I work hard, never even take breaks to rest, and all I earn is 7 ration cards with 15 mouths to feed back home. The enforcers shake me down every shift, just like they do every other honest, hard worker who... Enough whining. You and your pals lifted a box of Nutri-Bars a few watches ago, and 2 canisters of water before that. I didn't beat the life out of you because I took pity on you, and this is the thanks I get? You quarantined the hub for 20 watches and refused to give out rations if we didn't have cards. Cards we had no way to earn. And today you earn 15 cards in a single shift because you do the work of 3 people, right? Or did you take your pals to a dark corner somewhere, do them in and take their share? I didn't do them in. It was an accident. Oh dear. They got their heads bashed in by crates. The dead don't need rations. I mean, that one's a long one. I kind of want to go with that. Some sagely depth to my voice, you know. Society, you'll see, is much like a boot. Its toe proudly directs the foot of the Imperium forward, and yet it needs a soul to stand on. You are the soul, good people. That you are down here choking on dirt without ever seeing a sliver of light is not the result of someone's ill will, but rather, it is the logical order of the world. I hope that you understand this fact, and it will help you make peace with your destiny and free you of all spite. Okay. Alas, the ungrateful rabble is ungrateful rebel, is incapable of fathoming the sheer grandeur of your views on societal structures, blinking their ignorant eyes dully. The serfs continue to stare at you without proper respect. Low, incessant dissent begins to rise in the crowd, only to die back down as soon as the enforcers brandish their batons. The murmurs immediately turn into pleas for mercy. Awareness test succeeded, alright. A sullen, red-bearded man with keen black eyes draws your attention. His oddly piercing gaze seemed to size you up the whole time you were speaking. But now he has hastened to conceal himself behind the Gorkas. The next thing you know, you are watching him hurriedly go deeper into the tunnels. Alright, steady. Oh yes, 12. This time I'm gonna break 13 of your fingers and ribs as a lesson to your slimy accomplices. Oh! There he goes, there he goes. So we'll follow him. Where did he go? Long live the rogue trader! Where did you go? Down here, I assume? Unlocked. Alright, where are we? Thief leader, alright. Who are you? There's not supposed to be anyone here. It doesn't matter, identify yourself. Take a closer look at the suspicious individual. Makeshift armor peeks out from beneath their ragged clothes, and their battered weapons display a patchwork of crude repairs. The group stares longingly at the rack where the good plasteel gleams, restlessly clutching their humble weapons. You notice that the little finger on every person's right hand has been cut off. It is hardly a coincidence. Oh no. Well, I am the rogue trader Seth von Valancius. You will explain what is going on here. What are you gawping at? Hurry up and bend your backs as is right and proper. Your lordship, you must excuse these blockheads. I was taken aback myself. It is not every day you see the rogue trader in the flesh, and as for this, I won't insult you by denying it. You caught us red-handed. Tell me why I shouldn't execute you on the spot. You could execute us, but who would take our place? Shameless scum who rob and kill to their heart's content. Bastards who accept mutants into their gangs and pray to the arch-enemy. There have always been outlaws on this ship. You're better off with outlaws like us, who don't go too far and keep the heretics down. I suppose you may be of some use. I shall permit you to take a few of the more basic weapons and leave. Serve your ship well. One day I will realize the depth and wisdom of your decision, Lord Captain, but in the meantime I will pray that this act does not come back to haunt you. So do I. Hey there, boys, the Lord Captain himself is expecting good things from us. We can't let him down. We will fulfill your command to the letter. Okay. Still feel like we're going in the right direction. Right? Maybe not. Where are we on the map? There's so much loot. And that's the way we came. So I don't think it's down there, because there doesn't seem to be a way down there. So maybe down here. No dear. Alright. Kids have been waiting for you. How's your shift? Come on. We worked hard. I helped out a friend with the loading and he gave me some cards. Take them, exchange them for new shoes. Yours are all worn out. Is there a way to speed this up and or a way to can I press space and does it do it? Oh, thank you. I've already made your bed for you. So once we've eaten, you go and rest the little ones, and I will head out to the marketplace and leave you in peace. Space does it. Why did the Emperor send me such a wonderful wife? Yeah, space. You press space, it skips it. Cool. Glory to his Lord Captain. I'm just following this round. I have no idea where I'm going. Just trying to follow that bearded fellow, and I think he went this way. I'm not entirely sure. Oh my. We'll take those goods. We'll have them. Thank you very much. Oh dear. Goo! And we're back where we started. So we'll head to the foreman then. Oh my. Where's the foreman? Where's the foreman? There. The day the Lord Captain wandered into our slum will be remembered in legends. The locals and the enforcers call me the foreman. I have no other name. You might say I'm in charge here in this hole of a place. I seek the Bloodspun Web's temple. Do you know where it is? The cultists don't let people like me in on their rites and mysteries. I'm grateful to them for their service to the God Emperor, but to be honest, can't get behind their love of death. They're much too fond of living. I saw you in the marketplace. What were you doing there? Watching one of my workers take a beating. Feel sorry for the lad, but there was nothing I could do. I have stuck my neck out in the past, not doing it again. Okay. Well, Captain, I beg another second of your attention. Please accept this humble gift from us, the common people of the Bay, for all the good you do. The most precious thing we could get for your lordship. Hidden auto stimulant. Okay. Huh. Okay, well, have a look at this burnt man then. I like we can just use this map to choose where to go. So we can just watch our guys just wander on over. It's interesting. It's that we can basically wait here. Ah! Look what we got here. So this is the way to go. I was too busy focusing on the guy we were following, which was clearly the foreman at this point. Help me, it hurts! I mean, clearly we're meant to go up there. Mercy, please save me. There we go. Iconoclast. Get some enforcers and Medicaid personnel in here now. This man is in need of revival. Once he's recovered, assign him to be a scribe's apprentice. He is too badly injured to go back to a worker's life. Okay. The God Emperor has sent you to save me. You are his light. You are his grace. Thank you. Thank you for not leaving me here. Never forget the mercy that the Lord Captain has granted you. When the Undying One is ready to accept a soul, it must be sent forth, and so will it be freed from the torment of the flesh. But you have chosen to prolong this one's suffering. Your intentions perplex me. Do you know anything about the mark next to you? A spinner came. He painted the symbol, then he gave me water and whispered a strange verse. He told me to memorize it and recite it later, so that help would come. And here you are. Then I should. To such much soul, her mercy she did grant. Last breath express, knife met heart. Removed from chest, passed on to death. Her duty blessed, a balm for those who suffer. Anguish and distress, a longing brought to rest. Of mortal bonds the soul divest? Okay. The crux of the test is clear. In order to follow in the saint's footsteps, you're supposed to kill the young man and thus release him from his suffering. The courtists want to see you understand the philosophy of those who seek. I don't want to do that. Help is on the way. Just hold on a little longer. Of course. Thank you. Thank you. So where now? That's the question. Ah, something else going on over there. Is it another mark? Yes.
Victory awaits!
Or is this the way I came? This is the way I came, isn't it? So it's like that's what the mark's leading me this way? Yeah, because there's one there, and then there's one there, and then it's the dead man. A sinewy, middle-aged man watches the bustle of the bay with a detached expression. Woo! Every so often, whenever his eyes linger on the blood mark inscribed nearby, his face changes strangely, and his hands clench to fists. Just as you begin to hear the rumble of an approaching train, the man's gaze turns towards the track and leans forward. Do not even think of marring the underside of my train with your entrails. Oh, I didn't. Look at the man's scars. Yeah. The scars all vary in length, width, depth, and shape. However, you notice a pattern in the way the scars are aligned, as well as a series of faded symbols on the man's rough skin. Deaf cultists bear similar marks on their bodies. But spinners are constantly renewing their wounds, while this man's look long since healed. Your eyes always return to that blood symbol. What do you know about it? It's a symbol of the blood-spun web. I come here every watch, but it hasn't been here before now. I guess today must be a special day. Have you come to take me to the other side? I do not know you. Death's gaze is not upon you. But then why? Why is it here? Yeah, you know the symbols, and you bear similar scars. Are you a spinner? I was, but I failed to complete my final assignment, so I was exiled from the cult. The Vizier told me to kill the one who would be at a certain junction of the utility tunnels at a certain hour. I went to the appointed spot, then I waited. An hour, 2, 5. The junction was still empty. Nobody came. After hours of waiting, I finally realized the person at the junction had been me the whole time. It was my turn to go to the Undying One, but I was afraid. I couldn't do my duty. I ran. You were ordered to die? For what reason? Oh. But some would choose to leave the righteous path. These earn penance in due time. Her whip sings vengeance on renegade menace. Her blades pass sentence. For cowards seek to hide their hearts, but death makes no pretendance. It takes what is due in essence. The third verse of the Song of the Trailing Blood. The Vizier recited it to me before sending me on my final assignment. Didn't realize at the time that it was my judgment. Another verse, another step along the trail of blood. The riddle is trivial. It is time for death to take what is due, and the Vizier is waiting expectantly for you to carry out the sentence he passed years ago. There were plenty of reasons I sowed death. I offered him the souls of the most pleasing men and women I could find because it kindled my passions. I killed well-off crewmen who didn't deserve their wealth, and I took their thrones. I killed enforcers who looked into my eyes without fear because I wanted to be feared. I reveled in bloodshed. I betrayed the tenants. I realized it, but I couldn't help it because I enjoyed it. Oh, you poor thing. I think I'm going to cry. You couldn't stop slicing people up. That must have been so hard for you. Even my whispers have nothing to say to a pathetic tale like that. I bet they're thinking, what a lousy, self-absorbed sack of scum. Don't want to be heretical. I will not judge you, nor will I decide your fate. Farewell. No, what about the symbol, the portent? You were supposed to... No. Help! Oh! Truly, it is better to die for him than to live for yourself. This, he forgot. What the... Okay, down here we go. What's the way there? Oh, it's going to be all the way around here, isn't it? Very well. Yep. It's a rat! I'm worried about that big fan. Oh, no. Oh no. Do we have to leap into it? And that would be where the temple is? Maybe? Well, here come the guys. Oh, is there a trap nearby? Yes. There we go. I like that it pauses. Oh, it auto-saved. What? Stop being so bloody difficult. What's that thing the difficulties say? Your time has come, or what have you? No, please, what did I do? Oh, talk about being everywhere at once. How about we take this stuff to the marketplace? We'll get to eat soup tonight. What the? I mean, maybe it's you? Okay. Are you here to take Zdenna to the other side? No. You're just wandering around in the dark looking for the light, but it's nowhere to be found. Do you really not see it? There's a blood symbol next to you. I have seen such marks before. Is this another part of the Song of the Trailing Blood? Oh yes, the song. Here, listen. She wandered an eternity in dark, yet was consoled, web foretold. Undying one's blood, secrets glowed, a light to guide her faithful fold. But threads must end, and so the spider did that which was owed, her life and death to ship bestowed. Alright then, the final test. This time they want you to make a sacrifice. If one were to interpret the entire mystical search as a repetition of the saint's journey, then the logical conclusion is that you are supposed to sacrifice yourself, to merge with the blood that has drenched the flagship from bow to stern. And you'll see if you learn to see. Look into the darkness, look! Peer into the darkness. I can't fathom what am I meant to see here. You peer into the darkness, and are gradually able to make out the outlines of objects hidden in the shadows, rotting corpses, rough walls, the twitching death throes of infected people left here to die. You see no light in this place, only mere darkness and despair. You don't see, do you? You don't see. You will not see until you become like Zdenna, the flesh and the blood of this ship. How do I become the flagship's blood? Oh, Zdenna will show you, and you'll see the true light. Come now. Yeah, it is jump in, isn't it? Oh no. Oh no. Please be like a hologram or something. Okay. Here we go. It's like, I like this one. Just doesn't have this. Okay, the rotating blades promise nothing but a senseless and brutal death. Slipping past them would require some unreasonably precise calculations or blind luck. While listening to the air currents for a moment, you think you hear Zdenna's whispered prayer rising from the depths of the shaft. Alright. Here goes nothing. Madness. Alley up! Oh my. It worked. I made it. I made it! Where the hell am I now? It's just me. I'm lonesome.
Follow my lead!
Follow me! Wait, why can't you get there? Did they expect you to jump over there or something? Oh, maybe. Ah, now I can get it. Okay. Nope. Okay, not that way. And dying one is death. it's there. No, there. Go down.
A new challenge for me?
Oh my. Okay, so looking at it, we want to go here. No, there. Get the goods. Where else could we wander? Just trying to find the way down. Because clearly we need to get down. Can I not just jump all the way down? Like maybe this chain here? Yes. Oh. I made it! Hi. Hello. Pleasure to meet you.
It's about time.
Oh my. Alright, and the Lord of the Ark walked the paths of unlife in the footsteps of the web's very first spinner, and the servants of death bowed before him, for the Domin is the giver of life. Yes, the truth like a stream pours from your lips. We welcome him as the tenants demand. Your hues are almost as pale as the grey of your beard, but what is this? Scarlet whirlwind shines through the faded colours. A servant of death, who sees beyond the threshold, a spider who spins a cocoon at the end of his thread. Sorry about that, just came over me. I didn't say anything too weird, did I? The blood-spun web welcomes its new lord. I am the Vizier. For many years we have waited, and now you are here. I've walked the path of the matriarch spider, what now? The song of trading blood tells of a path fraught with trials. By accepting it and setting out on that path, you pass the first one, the trial of resolve. For not everyone is prepared to shun their fear and doubt and embark on such a search for the unknown, a search for death. The trial of compassion was the second one. You passed it when you put yourself, albeit briefly, in the service of another soul, a man suffering from burns. But the choice between life and death is to be made only by those willing to take responsibility for the pain of another. The third was the trial of justice. In assuming the role of judge for an apostate of our faith, you declared your right to influence the balance of life and death that the errant soul had upset. And the fourth was the trial of duty. For duty always leads to death. We are prepared to render our duty to the Undying One, fearless and accepting of our purpose, which is to serve him. You too have proven yourself prepared, and the 4 trials have brought you here. Were the trials truly necessary? Would a conversation not have been better? Such are the tenets of the web. They are all we have ever known, and the only life we have learned to live. The path you walked was a gift from the Undying One, and so we decided that was how we were to honor you. Okay? Peace, my brother. The time has come. The time has almost come. So, this entire conversation was another test, I imagine? The tenets command us to be prepared for all trials, corporal and spiritual alike. Are you prepared, Domin Seth? What is the meaning of all this? Your heart is beating slowly, your breathing has become deeper, and your thoughts are muddled. You seem to be under the influence of a potent stimulant. You poisoned me somehow, did you not? I pressed the one below that, which was... And what happens now? That is for you to tell me. Now you're going to initiate me as a servant of death? Our thread is repellent to you, Domin Seth. You proved it by walking the Matriarch's path in your own way. It is your right and we respect your choice. However, Only one who accepts the essence of death may become its servant. You accept your own essence, and we dare not burden you with our dogma. Okay. For years, we have maintained fealty to the Domini. We have collected sacred symbols and relics. You are the first in 3 generations of lords and ladies to descend into this sanctum. We are grateful. We are uplifted in spirit. Hear our exultation and accept this gift of a vestment sewn from the bones of his faithful with the threads of death. Oh, thank you. Lovely. That which was foretold has come to pass. The ritual of descent is complete. Now be this temple's guest of honor and rest a while. What, have a nap? That was it? We did it? It's done? Smoke tickles your nostrils, making you slightly dizzy. Such substances are known to induce visions or hallucinations. Oh, lovely. Well, we made it at least. How do we get out of here? That's it. That is it. Okay. Okay. Very well. It's kind of interesting, that quest. Oh. Let me show you the way, Domin. The way to what? Path to where the lay people dwell is complex web-like. Let me show you. Show me the way. Wait, is that a place? She's like, oh, I can go back there. Okay then. Well, Captain's quarters. Is that what I selected, or did I select the bridge? I'm not sure now. Come on! Come on! You'll get there. What takes it so long? Does anybody know? Well, that was interesting, but I'm assuming we're done then. Didn't even make my... Oh, no, this is my quarters. I didn't want to go to my quarters, I wanted to go to the bridge. I did select the wrong location. Ah, no I didn't, but it brings me there. Right then, so I'm going to use this now as a place to end this part, because we got diverted from what we wanted to do, which was head to the next location. Which we'll do in the next part. Huh. I expected a battle at the end, but nothing. Nothing. Very well. We'll see you in the next part anyway. Ta-da for now.